See it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah.
Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Washington Redskins and the Carolina Panthers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Ready? Ready? Watching it go. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in control on the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. Step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? We ain't giving up
first down. Monroe. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Ready? Lakini. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go defense. 20. Let's go defense. And here we go. Check. Fast.
On second down, Monroe. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So third and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
55. Check. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. It's a foot race. 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Here's McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Alert 3. Great. Watch twist. 81. Check 31. Kill.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 46-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Kill. Out. Check 99. Kill. 20. Check 80.
On 3rd down, Monroe. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Gun.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Redskins' 20-yard line.
8. 50 seconds to Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. 7-7, our score after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, 73 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Sponge. No. Check 8. Switch. 20. Check the backer.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A toss here to Scarlett. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at about the Redskins' 25.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, Monroe. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Check 55, Mike.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he locates Walker, complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll run on 1st down. Monroe, and he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Gun. Switch. Take 4. Here we go.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 9-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the safety creep. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On the ground, it's Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 24, check 24.
Now Haskins on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the slip. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check. Check nickel.
They run with Howard, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On 1st down, this is Geis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Geis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run it, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Flare. Hey, check mine. Watch it divide. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Shift.
Now Howard. Got some room at the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Geis. And an alley to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his second touchdown of the night. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards, first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Great. 55. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Under 10. 10.
Out of the gun, Newton. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
From the 27, Haskins. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Let's go now. It's 59. Mike the 59. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 59 mark. 59 mark. Check. 59. Let's go tight end. Let's go right here now. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Swing.
And that's complete. It's Sims. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16.
First down.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Here we go. Here we go. Now the roof. 45. Drop deep. Drop deep.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Let's go. You tighten up. Mike, check.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it's third and goal.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They run with Geis. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. 84 yards as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
At the 43-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The first carry for Josh Adams. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's third down.
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
45. Mike, 45. Hey, watch the slant. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Lucky. 8.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his...
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Slam. Joker. 20. Gun. Check 50. Check 3.
On first down, Monroe. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Ready? 180. 57 to Mike. Watch the out. Check 52. Gun. Greg. 57 to Mike. 57. Here we go. Ready?
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dylan Cole, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a run with Geis. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey. 4 down. 45 to Mike. Hey, pick your game up. 45.
And the blitz does come. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
No. 20.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Set. Alert 3.
They'll run now with Dillon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Washington.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The throw taken in by Sims. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims, 50 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will...
switch, 93 in my line. You know me, my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.